What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my reading of My Immortal. Today we're going to be starting on Chapter 4, and we're going to find out what Draco plans to do to Ebony in the Forbidden Forest. Chapter 4. Author's Note. I said, stop flaming, okay? Ebony's name is Inabi. Oh, wait a minute, so it's not Ebony, it's Inabi? But not Nut Mary Sue, okay? Draco is so in love with her that he is acting different. They knew each other before, okay? Okay, alright. You should have established that within the story. But whatever. Alright. Draco, I shouted. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and he walked out of it. I walked out of it too. Curiously. What the huh? Apparently. And no, they just like fucking stopped midair and jumped out. It's like way the fuck up in the air and they just well, roll credits. Draco didn't answer. Wait a minute, never mind. What the fucking hell? I said angrily. Ebony, he asked. What? I snapped. Draco leaned in extra close and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing color contacts, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness, and then suddenly I didn't feel mad anymore. Said she, what do you feel now? Depressed and evil? That somehow changed her mood for the better, I think. And then suddenly, just as Draco kissed me passionately. That is what it says. And then, suddenly, just as Draco kissed me passionately. All in one sentence. All in one. Draco climbed on top of me, and he started... Wait, what the fuck? Draco climbed on top of me, and we started to make out keenly against a tree. Keenly. I feel like we should have used a better word there. When is the last place I even heard someone say keen? It's like a Hardy Boys term. This fanfiction was written back in the 50s before Harry Potter even existed. I even took off my bra. Then he put his thingy into my you-know-what, and we did it for the first time. For the first fucking time. Alrighty. His thingy. And this chick's supposed to be 17. Like... baby, I want you to put your thingy in my you-know-what. Nothing turns me on like your thingy. Ooh, 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 I screamed. I was beginning to get an orgasm. We started to kiss everywhere, and my pale body became all warm, and then... What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers? It was Dumbledore. Alright, Chapter 5. Author's Note. Stop flaming. If you flame, it means you're a prep or a poser. The only reason Dumbledore swore is cause he had a headache, okay? And on top of that, he was mad at Dim for having sex with 2 X's. P.S. I'm not updating until I get 5 good reviews. Dumbledore Dumbledore made and Draco and I follow him. He kept shouting at us, angrily. You ludicrous fools, he shouted. I started to cry tears of blood down my pallid face. Draco confronted me. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snap and Professor McGonagall. Oh, is that spelled right? McGonagall? I don't think that's spelled right, but it's close enough. McGonagall. McGonagall. Professor McGonagall. McGonagall? This thing has got me questioning whether or not I know this character's name. I know Dumbledore is not right, but looking at this word, it's confused me because it has a tough name. Who were both looking very angry. They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest, he yelled in a furious voice. Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces? said Professor McGonagall. How dare you, demanded Professor Snape. And then Draco shrieked, because I love her! Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall, Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snap... No, that's spelled right. But Professor Snape said, fine, very well, you may go up to your rooms. I guess because they're in Slytherin? But, I mean, Dumbledore could still give them a punishment if he wanted to. I guess he just decided not to. He was going to let the head of house do it. And Snape, who's usually a fucking dildo to everybody, is just like, no, I'm just going to let this fly. Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore... Oh, wait a minute. I'm reading that part twice. Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us. Are you okay, Ebony? Draco asked me. Alright, so wait, her name's not Innaby. It is Ebony. That was a spelling error. You're confusing me, author. Draco asked me gently. Yeah, I guess, I lied. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and my hair and changed into a low-cut black four-length dress with red lace all around it and black high heels. Why are you putting high heels on? It sounds like you're about to go to bed. You sleep in those? One eye came out, ... Draco was standing in front of the bathroom, and he started to sing, I Just Want to Live by Good Charlotte. Well, I mean, she's a vampire, so she's dead. No, not. I mean, I don't know anything about that song, but something tells me it doesn't really apply to the situation. It's not. I just wanna live. That sounds awful. Especially if it's anything like what I just did. I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed. I was about to say, didn't he follow her there? I'm confused. We hugged and kissed. After that, we said goodnight, and he reluctantly went back to his room. Alright, Chapter 6. Author's note. Shit up, preps, okay? P.S. I won't update until you give me good revoys. Revows. The next day, I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black miniskirt that was all ripped around the end, and a matched top with red skulls all over it, and high-heeled boots that were black, of course. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings. You put on 5 yesterday. You've got a lot of empty holes. And 2 crosses into my ears. Wait a minute. Those are earrings. So you put on... Okay, so you put on 4 pairs. I spray-painted my hair with purple. You spray-painted your hair? That's gotta be really bad for your hair. What the fuck is wrong with you? In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk. You know, just the idea of a vampire eating Count Chocula fucking cereal is funny, but it's even funnier in this situation for some reason. Oh, and she ate it with blood. Suddenly, someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled over my top. Oh, you're gonna have to go change that now. Well, at least it wasn't coffee, you know, you burned your tits. Bastard! I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it when I looked up, because I was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair, with red streaks in it. He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face, and he was wearing black lipstick. He was wearing so much eyeliner that it was going down his face. And he was also wearing black lipstick, which I don't really see why that is important. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses just like Draco's. And there was no scar on his forehead anymore. He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joel Madden, whoever the fuck that is. Is he related to John Madden? Joel Madden does football? He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him, even though I'm a vampire and I'm supposed to be very cold and dead. Kind of like an erection, only I'm a girl, so it was with my pussy. I'm so sorry, he said in a shy voice. That's alright. What's your name? I questioned. My name's Harry Potter, although most people call me Vampire these days, he grumbled. You're upset about that, I take it? Well, maybe you should stop wearing black eyeliner, buddy. Why? I exclaimed. Because I love the taste of human blood, he giggled. Well, I am a vampire, I confessed. Really? He whispered. Wait a minute. But is he a vampire? He didn't say he was. He said people call him a vampire, and he likes the taste of human blood. That doesn't necessarily mean he's a vampire. Really? He whimpered. Really? He whimpered. Okay, see, he's not a vampire because he whimpered when she said she was a vampire, which means he's afraid. So he's not a vampire. We sat down to talk for a while. Then Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me. So I went away with him. And that's quite the way to end a chapter. So I went away with him. Chapter 7. Author's note. Well, okay, you guys, I'm only writing this because I got 5 god revolves. By the way, I won't write the next chapter till I get 10 good vons. Are you, is this person foreign? Okay, so, okay. I feel like if this was like a foreign person that English was not your first language and I was making fun of how this is written, I'd feel like a douchebag. But if English is your first language and you wrote it like this, you're not too smart. Stop flaming or I'll report you. Ebony isn't a Mary Sue, okay? She isn't perfect. She's a Satanist. Satanist. She's a Satanist. And she has problems. She's depressed for God's sake. Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish. We're using like these little descriptions as like an enhancer, but it totally just fucking ruins everything. As we went upstairs, I was wearing red Satanist sings on my nails. Satanist sings? I don't know what this is. Is this referring to some kind of band or something? I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. But, you know, when I think of, like, satanic and band, I think of, like, black metal, mayhem, emperor, not Good Charlotte and MCR. Author's note. See, does that sound like a Mary Sue to you? I mean, I'm going to have to go with yes. Because it's fucking My Chemical Romance. You're not hardcore. I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. Oh, I thought dark misery was a person for some reason. It sounds like that would be the name of a character in this. Dark misery. That's Ron. Dark misery. Doesn't Ron show up at some point? His name is like Diablo or something. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went into his room and locked the door. Then, I think this is supposed to say, fucked or something. We went into his room, then fucked. But, it's all like fucking hashtagged out for some reason. Huh? Yeah, gibberish, basically. We started Frenching passionately, and we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. He felt me up, but before I took off my top, he felt me up. Just sounds really, really bad. Then I took off my black leather bra. That sounds horribly uncomfortable. Took off my black leather bra, and he took off his pants. We went on the bed and started making out naked, and then he put his boy's thingy in mine, and we had sex. All caps. See, is that stupid? Yeah, it's pretty stupid. The boy's thingy. He put his boy's thingy in mine. Oh, she has a boy's thingy too. He put his boy's thingy in mine. Therefore, she has a boy's thingy. That's what that says. They're what do they call it? Plopping? I don't know. I haven't heard of that. Sounding. Look it up, YouTube people. Find out what sounding is. Oh, Draco! Draco! I screamed while getting an orgasm. When all of a sudden, I saw a tattoo I had never seen before on Draco's ass. It says arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it, in bloody Gothic writing, were the words, something vampire. Because it's all fucking gibberished out. Fuck vampire, maybe? I was so angry. You bastard! I shouted angrily. I'm not sure what you're mad about. I shouted angrily, jumping out of bed. No, but you don't understand, Draco pleaded. But I knew too much. No, you fucking idiot, I shouted. You probably have AIDS anyway. Whoa. Bitch, a little homophobic or something? Where is that coming from? I put on my clothes all huffy and then stomped out. Draco ran out, even though he was naked. And even though he was quite knackered. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. Man, she was like, man, that dick's really big, but I'm really pissed. I don't want that dick. I stomped out, and he did so until I was in... What? I stomped out, and he did so until I was in Vampire's classroom, where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. I'm not sure what that is supposed to say. She ran out of the room, but I don't know what it's saying. What Draco did, he just sat there with his abnormally large penis, I guess, and she ran away. Vampire Potter, you motherfucker, I yelled. Alright, and that's probably about 15 minutes. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoy this, please hit the like button and hit that subscribe button. Come back for the next part. You can also check out my other projects. Check out what I do over on Twitch. I play a lot of different kinds of video games, mostly horror games, and I make guitar riffs over on Instagram, and I'll put those links in the description box. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.